For months, we've been in the grips of the Grove, but we've finally broken away, and we've returned to an area we have not been in for a very, very long time. This area that we've returned to is a place where we have captured a whole litany of evidence. We've gotten strange lights.
What is that?
What's up?
But what is it?
Can you get it?
I get it. I'm getting it. Take your flashlight from me. I'm going to it.
Strange sounds. We've discovered strange burn marks.
What is this? There's a ring in the woods here.
That's burned.
There's just a perfectly round burn mark on the forest floor. Yeah. And I wonder if that's...
I mean, I'm not saying there's a correlation, but...
We've seen the evidence of cults operating in the area, and we've actually recorded strange vocalizations in this area as well. We are back in North Georgia. Today, we are going to do some scouting in this part of the forest. Now, this is close to where we caught that light that we showed you in A Burning Light. This is also near the area where we found evidence of occult activity taking place. We've found strange holes with stuffed animals buried in them.
There's something down in there.
What's down in there? Oh, take this.
That's like a piece of clothing.
Yeah. Appears to be a piece of a stuffed animal.
And we don't even know what else. So this place is just all manners of strangeness, both high strangeness and human strangeness. So we're excited to actually dive right back into North Georgia and see what's happened, see what's changed since last we were here, and see what kind of new discoveries we can make. This is something really weird. If you'll come up here, the exact same break pattern on those two trees, and then you got the exact same angle at which those two trees are leaning against that.
One's.
You see it?
Walk over here to it.
Yeah. Now these look like dead trees, but it's just weird about the break pattern. It's the exact same, everything's at the exact same angle. And
one's smaller and then it's bigger when it gets back.
and the same thing with the trees in front, leaning against the next tree. Yeah.
Very weird. Got a plane going by overhead.
So right now you can tell there is evidence of human activity back here. You've got these small areas where somebody was having these small fires. Of course, you've got a perfect little piece of white quartz right on top of where these coals are. So there are these small spots back here where you can see there's been small fires. Where's the other pieces of quartz? Last time we were here, they were huge pieces of quartz. This is one of them. One's there. They were oriented in a triangle.
The other one should be over here and I don't see it.
Unless it's been carried off.
This is the area that the people who were in what we suspected to be occult activity were hanging out at.
This is where they had a fire too.
Hey, what don't you see? There were holes through here.
Yeah.
Holes have been filled up.
Let's go down here to that one we found that stuffed animal in.
Okay, see if they're maybe a little deeper in, not filled up?
Yeah.
Because there were holes through here.
Yeah.
And they
There
are...
might be one right here. Look, this is all disturbed here.
Watch your footing.
Here. Yep, that one's filled in.
Yep.
You can see that it's been filled in.
Yep.
That one too.
So these holes where we found clothing and what looked like stuffed animal parts have all been filled in.
Sounds like a cough. I want to throw something at you. You know, normal people out here just camping or something like that wouldn't be so keen on concealing themselves.
Well, those holes were not brand new when we found them.
Yeah.
And what's weird is when we found those holes, there was obvious they had been made.
Yeah.
There was no dirt next to them,
Yeah.
which was odd. Now they've been filled in.
I'm just looking around right now because I have this weird feeling something or somebody is watching us.
So yeah.
I swear to you, it sounded like a human going, ugh. You don't know what or who is up in these hills, you know?
Because nobody comes up here.
And we don't even know if it's people camping, like the cultists camping, or if it's people who are up here all the time.
Well, the people who told us about them told us they came up here because it was isolated.
Yeah.
And the chances of them running into somebody were pretty slim to freaking none. Yeah, I'm getting the same feeling right now.
The ridge?
What's that?
Do you want to head that way?
Yeah, let's head up. Lead the way. So we're back in this area, not because of the stuff that we've previously experienced up here, but we have been getting a few Bigfoot reports from adjacent areas. And we know that this is remote and not a lot of people up here. So we felt it was a good time to kind of revisit this area. The thing that always strikes me about Bigfoot reports in this region is you get people who will get in touch with us. They want to kind of unburden themselves. They don't want to go on camera. They don't want any sort of attention. Right, Jess?
Yeah.
They don't want anything, you know what I'm saying? They want to kind of speak to somebody that's going to believe them and listen to them and kind of unburden themselves. And then when we're like, would you ever be interested in sharing this encounter publicly? Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not. No, I'm not interested in that. No. Those sort of reports I always find more believable than somebody who's maybe out seeking cryptid fame.
You know what that is?
That's a scorch mark, isn't it?
This is the side of the black circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the black circle's gone, but this is still kind of...
Still had that sound. So this is cleared here, but this is the side of the black circle. This is it. Right here. Cleared away as soon as you get here.
Let's keep going deeper and see.
At least we're getting a little bit of a...
There's a little valley here, and there's another little ridge line over there. Itching on the back of my neck. How do you feel?
Yeah, at least we're a little bit higher up so we can have a little bit of a better vantage point, but we're still strangers in a strange land.
Let's follow this ridge for a while.
What what you notice about the area around where the black circle was there?
Nothing's growing. Yeah. The vegetation just stops right here. There ain't nothing growing here. Huh. There's a little, yeah, there's just nothing growing in the center. That's a good catch, damn.
You think I ought to pull out the geyser?
We can if you want to. Here. So you got some quartz?
That's the quartz I pulled from down there.
Put it in the middle of this.
I've just been walking with it in my hand for some reason.
Here, hold it. You got the sensor tech?
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
Okay.
We've got a few hours until sunset, so we're just gonna do some preliminary scouting. Well, we got a little daylight.
Jesse, you were right, there ain't nothing growing here.
No, look at everywhere else around here. There's at least some underbrush, but right here, nothing. And we've got pine cones and all that
green
crap.
is a pine needle. You've got one little, this is the boundary right here. This little sprig coming up here is the boundary. You've got green all
So this is the site of
around the
black circle.
edge,
This is crazy.
but you don't have anything growing in the circle itself. And there's sunlight coming through. I mean, there's
About as much as everywhere else that
everywhere
actually
else, yeah.
has some undergrowth, you know? That's the thing. We're gonna run this just for a few minutes. This is our Geiger counter. This is gonna see if we have any kind of residual radiation in this area. Anything that would possibly explain why there is no vegetation growing near this site. Last year, I think it was last year, might have been the year before, it all runs together. We came up here and discovered a scorch mark that was a perfect circle right here in this, right in this area. That's obviously cleared out and no vegetation is growing. It's a perfect circle with a perfect circle scorch mark in the middle. We have no explanation for what that scorch mark was, what caused it.
but we know what it wasn't. It wasn't a solo stove. It wasn't a
Counts
lightning
per minute or
strike.
19?
That's a little high for this area, but that's not out.
Yeah, it's
Out
not
of
like
the
crazy.
ordinary. Pop the tri-field out real quick too.
Yeah.
See what the magnetic field's like.
Let's leave this here by this little spot. And pop that tri-field out.
I don't get a weird feeling from this area, but it's weird that there's no vegetation growing here.
Yeah.
At all.
Maybe whatever happened is already gone,
Then why is the vegetation not coming back?
but there's still maybe residual effects, you know, to
What's
the area.
weird about this area is we have human occult activity,
Yeah.
weird lights, small footprints.
Uh-huh.
There's been an explosion of Sasquatch reports.
Very, very weird disappearances.
Very weird disappearances up through here.
I'm actually working on a big project right now, trying to compile a list of all the people that have disappeared mysteriously here and the unidentified bodies found in this area. And the list is getting longer and longer and longer. We're not getting too crazy. We're at 0.3,
Nah, that's
but
that's nothing bad. I mean,
we've peaked at 0.5.
yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what, let's check this area out after dark, though.
Counts per minute 35,
Oh, that's high. That's dangerous.
36. It's getting higher and higher.
What?
37. Average is 25.5, but
Your maximum, you maxed out at
we're
30?
maxing out at 37.
That's a kind of a high spike. Here.
Look at that. Right there's where it's at. Right there's where it's happening.
Trying to get it without the reflection of the sky on it.
You got it?
Yeah. That's higher than this area normally is. I mean, the surrounding areas. 37's a bit high. So you had a And we've only taken readings in this particular area with that.
So far, yeah.
So far, so yeah, that's...
We'll see what we get elsewhere around here.
All right.
But nothing around here should be giving off. I mean, theoretically, you know.
Yep.
All right. This isn't even going crazy at all. This is pretty normal.
Is your radiation readings back down to normal on that?
Average is going down to 23.
Yeah.
That maximum was 37 though. I think we ought to go, let's check out this ridge for a little bit. And then I think we should go to where we saw that burning light, where we captured that light manifest and what we thought were figures going around it. It rose into the sky and it disappeared. We were lucky enough to capture that on camera. We're gonna check out this ridge a little more and then we'll go to that area and we'll get some readings over there and see if there's any kind of difference between here, where we found the scorch mark, where we actually witnessed a light, and we'll check out another area that way and maybe see if there's any kind of difference between 3 locations, you know?
Gotcha.
All right, we're gonna move off from this area that we refer to as the Black Circle. We got a reading with the Geiger, we got a reading with the Tri-Field. We're gonna move on to the Burning Light area, but just as kind of an experiment, we're gonna leave this piece of white quartz that I found down below in the valley in the center of where the scorch mark was.
Yeah. All right.
Look at all the ants going crazy on here now.
Yeah, those ants are going nuts. All right.
So we're gonna move off and go to where we witnessed the burning light, and I'm gonna get some readings over there. We'll move to another area where we've experienced weird activity, get some readings there, and we're definitely gonna return to these areas at night and explore around at night and see if anything kicks off, and definitely see if anything changes when it comes to this piece of quartz here in this spot, because I think this spot is significant for some reason or another.
Sun's gonna be down behind those mountains pretty soon.
Keep an eye out for those weird symbols that we keep finding out here. We
I've
haven't
not
found
seen a single one of them today.
We've not found a single one today.
Holes are filled up.
Yeah.
No symbols so far.
I mean, could this be an act of covering tracks?
Well,
you know?
let me throw something your way here real quick. There's a real good chance that the people that were operating up here have moved on.
Yeah.
What if they have moved on and the Sasquatch activity has started back up in this area again? That's what we originally came up here for, the
That
Sasquatch
is what we
activity.
came up here for, yeah.
And we found all this other weird stuff, so maybe they have moved on, and some of the less...
There was a gap in reports that we were receiving for a long
And
time.
they've started back up again.
Yeah. Well,
Now this one is obviously from a tree or something. It's not perfectly round like those other ones were. See, right here you can tell this was from a tree coming down. It looks nothing like the ones we found down there that have been filled in now.
I just love the way the sun comes through the pine. There's just an eerie stillness and silence right now.
Yeah.
Like, stop and listen. No birds. Nothing.
All right.
It's a spring day.
Yeah.
You don't have a single bird or anything out here. Look at this. I mean,
yeah, I have no clue.
Look. Look at how all of this is just structured together.
Yeah. And under we go.
Here's your giant piece of white quartz.
Yep.
How heavy is that?
Pretty heavy, but it's been dislodged. Look at it.
Well, wait, did somebody that other one was missing from over there. Is that the one from over there?
I don't know. Either that's dislodged or that's where it was dropped.
Yeah.
Move it a little bit. That's laid on top of pine needles.
Yeah.
Wow, that's been laid on top of pine needles.
Recently.
Holy hell, all right.
Yeah. This was moved to this location.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's up here.
White quartz clearly has some kind of significance for whatever entities are in this forest, right?
Whatever energies. Yeah, I think entities is a safe thing to say.
Yeah.
That too. This is the area where we saw that, I don't know, ball of light that night open up, and then the figures around it, and then it lifted off into the air.
This whole area looks...
There was something going on while you were talking. Be quiet for a second. There was some weird noise right as you were talking.
What did it sound like?
I can't describe it.
Okay.
Not the birds. Birds are starting back up.
Well,
There you go. that up there. Something's cracking nuts.
These are right here. These were right here. Here's some more. Some more acorn shells right here.
So that small rock was here, and there's nuts up here. Something's cracking nuts.
Yeah, these acorn shells are all around this.
Do you need to crack acorns?
Acorn shells right here.
Something's cracking nuts over here at this rock.
Yeah, so like you could easily take this and crack an acorn.
They call that a nut cracking station when they found that out in Oklahoma.
There's nothing in that one. There's shells all around through here. Here's one. Here's one.
So they call that a nut cracking station out in Oklahoma because they found similar things in like Sasquatch research areas. Huh.
Here's another one.
I wonder if those people have moved out that were doing like occult activity up here now we're going to get like start getting stereotypical Sasquatch activity.
You found another one of these probably 5 years ago.
Over near where the offering tree.
Over near the offering tree, yeah.
But that one was big. That was a big rock. It was a big, just pointy triangle-shaped rock that something was using. This is relatively small. Huh. Trying to find pieces of granite that are on top of the pine needles. A lot of rock has been displaced up here, just brought up here and laid down. And recently too, these pine needles haven't decayed at all underneath them.
I just smelled something kind of musky, but like a good musk.
Like a good musk?
Yeah.
Got that good musk.
Alright, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pull out the geiger just so we can get a reading over here.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of average out kind of what we're catching in all these different areas through here. Maybe get an idea of what is typical. There's acorn shells everywhere around that. Some right here, everywhere around that rock situation.
So there's a hole in the ground here.
Put the geiger first. We'll get that going. Sort of get like a baseline for what we're getting. Let it read for a little bit. Alright, so the peak over there was 37. Let's see what we get over here. We'll just lay that right there. See what we get. Pull out that tri-field. Tri-field's just peeking out at 0.5 right now. Now we have gotten activity on the tri-field in this location before, but that was the morning after we saw the burning light. We came here and got readings that very morning after we saw the light here. And we actually got readings on, I think, all of our instrumentation, right?
Well, that's what we're going to check right now is... This was like the first area that we started getting those real strong 1.6 gigahertz.
Your max right now on the geiger's 22.
Yeah. Let me steal this real quick from you.
0.8. I mean, this is just not significant.
I got a feeling we're not going to get anything weird here.
Yeah.
This area feels... I don't know.
Listen, the birds are starting up again.
Starting up again.
We had no birds.
Yeah.
We had no birds earlier. I mean, it was dead silent. And that's also at the time we felt like something was like watching us too.
Yeah. I'm getting small readings, like low readings all across the spectrum.
Yeah.
Not getting that 1.6.
That spike.
Yeah, I'm not getting that 1.6 signal at all here now.
1.4? This is not significant at all.
Yeah. Actually.
Max on the Geiger is 28. So our max over there was 37. Near that black circle spot. This is spiking because I'm moving it.
Yeah, I'm getting right around 99 megahertz, 100 megahertz, 600 megahertz. Back down, yeah. I'm not getting anything in that 1.6 range at
Nothing
all.
significant.
Nothing at all. So.
You think we gotta go check out the offering tree? Go get some readings there and then come back here at night?
Yeah, let's do that before we lose light.
Maxing out at 28.
It's a slightly high radiation. Nothing on the spectrum analyzer, nothing on the tri-field meter. And you know what? You can expect some natural variations when background radiation. You had that 37 spike over at the black circle was. That's a little odd. But.
Still inconclusive. Not a crazy spike to where it's like, oh, this is dangerous. As we travel deeper into the wilderness to investigate another area where we've experienced significant activity, I can't help but wonder, has something changed up here since we last ventured into these mountains? All right, the famous entrance to the area where the offering tree is. Now also back in this area, if you've been following the channel for a while, is that clearing where Joe left me for bait one time and we got those crazy eyes behind me. I'm going to sit in the middle of the circle and Joe is going to leave me here. We're going to see if we can draw anything out by putting me here as bait. Jesse would be good. We also had the big incident where I stepped in about 4 piles of scat within like an hour or two. So this is such a strange area back here. Now the offering tree is an old tree where we actually left a drop recorder and recorded a bunch of crazy audio that sounds like vocalizations between 2 different entities. I heard like a shuffling. So we're going to head that way and check it out. But it's been a long time since we've been back here, and it feels like we're coming home in a way.
Yeah. Hey, is your personal locator beacon back on?
Here. Going in that direction there.
What do you got?
Going in that direction there, you've got toe indentations.
Oh, yeah. Here, take
narrow.
this camera. See if you can get it with the camera.
All right.
That's incredible. Here. I'm trying to get it in this light.
We're entering into the blue hour, so.
Yeah.
But you can see it's wide here, narrow here.
Yeah. Starting right through here. You can see little lines between the toes even.
Yeah.
A little raised area in the middle. Take that for what you will. Heel continues down through here. Looks like you got a little bit of heel slip, but not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's very encouraging. See what I'm saying?
Well, you've got
Very
a little
encouraging.
bit of one over here too. Look at this.
Well, you've got another one right here, smaller. You can see bare toes in. You got at least one big, one small.
Look at this over here. Got another. And you've got that raised portion in the center.
This is a muddy section right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
So you might actually, that's the good thing about this spot through here is this is like one of the muddiest areas and it's kind of a funnel.
Yeah.
It bottlenecks right here. So whatever travels through here, if it's of significant size, it has to travel through this mud at some point in time.
This is exciting.
All right.
So we're finding nothing from the people that were out here.
Yeah.
The occultists or cultists or whatever you want to call them. And we're finding something that's been busting, I'm not going to say busting nuts. Cracking nuts. And then some footprints. Those footprints are good, man. Let me look at them one more time before we leave. This is great. So at least one large, one small. All right, this is awesome.
Yep, and no boot prints.
No boot prints.
That's one thing I want to talk about here. No boot prints.
Well, this is pretty crappy ground to be walking barefoot through.
Yeah, and it's been cold. It's been warm the past couple of days, but it's been cold. But you have no boot prints, so you have no evidence of any humans being back here with treaded shoes.
Yep.
This is bare footprints through this mud. Very encouraging.
Let's bust in here and see what we see.
A lot of busting going on.
A lot of busting going on.
Over the top rope.
Over the top rope. All right.
I say let's go straight to the offering tree.
Okay.
Check that out. Then we'll backtrack a little bit, go down to the clearing, and then maybe go into that kind of swampy area
Sounds fine.
that's below where that clearing is. We found hairs hanging in the trees down there before.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the center of the path.
This big old chunk that's laying on top of the leaf too.
Yeah.
Move it with your foot.
Yeah, it's just,
Look right down to those leaves or
you know,
just leaves them. Weird. All right.
the horse thing.
Ground's a little harder through here. Actually, a lot harder. through here. Probably not going to pick up any tracks through here at all. So.
Yeah. Can you get over that with the camera?
Yeah. Something's been stepping here. Wearing that log down.
Well, I found scat.
Of course you did. Coyote, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Of course, this is where we saw that weird little white wolf-looking thing.
Yeah, this is.
When I say little, it wasn't as big as what we saw at the OBL.
Yeah.
It was like wolf-sized, I guess. I caught myself as soon as I said a little there because I'm going, well, comparatively it was little, but just by being normal-sized.
White
Skinny, all sprigging, like laying to the close to the ground. It was just weird. Slinking. It was like slinking.
Angular.
Yeah.
Yep. That was probably one of the most scared I've ever been out here. Is when I came around and I laid eyes on that thing.
What is that?
Oh my God.
Stay behind me.
What is it? Was that a wolf? Was that a wolf?
That looked like a wolf.
I'm going headlamp on.
Wolves in this.
Oh, I know. I know there's not supposed to be wolves out here, but obviously there's something out here.
It's the third time we've seen
Big ass gray wolves, yeah. Is it okay?
Camera just stopped recording for some reason. You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it go off. I thought you
I've been
stopped
having
it.
trouble with the GoPro today. As the sun sets.
I've got the lightning detector on.
Yeah. We'll see.
Do we get anything like that?
We find more bent trees and then just trees forming X's back here than we do in any other spot that we've ever looked at.
This location is what led us to start really looking for these X's in these spots where we experience high strangeness or seemingly Sasquatch activity. When we started experiencing things back here, we noticed that in these areas where there's a higher incident of us experiencing these things, there are X's made of trees everywhere.
So Jesse, look at this one that you're getting ready to walk under. This is new. I mean, it's been a while since we've been here, but this bad boy's been bent over. It's wedged right here with the cedar tree. Huh?
It has been pinned.
It has been pinned with this smaller tree here.
Look. It's been pinned like this.
Whoa.
It has been brought down and wrapped around this tree. It's been pinned like this. This has been taken, bent down, and pinned down. Something has pinned this. That's crazy. It's wrapped it around that smaller tree.
You can see that it's kind of been interwoven.
Yeah.
If we unwove it, it would snap back to place.
Yeah.
It's got a fair amount of tension to it.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Let's check us now. Look at this one. Look at
Another
this
one?
here. The top of this one has been shoved into the ground.
Let me see. Holy crap. Bent and then shoved into the ground?
Yeah.
This is taller, significantly taller than the one that's just a few feet away.
And it's been bent and shoved into the ground.
Weird. All right. Another one. All over this path.
The top of this one is pinned down.
Is it pinned down?
Yeah.
How's it held in? Oh, it's woven into the smaller little saplings that are down there.
Yeah.
Bizarre. All right, now this is new for us. I mean, this many in such a short span of time back here, such a short distance.
Yeah.
Just walking. All right. I mean, there's a ton back here. There's a ton of trees that are bent, but these three are fairly new and have been either pinned or driven into place. All right, we're moving into the little valley where the gifting tree is at.
Offering tree.
All right, take us on in.
There's a weird darkness back here
Yeah.
every time we come. Coming up on Hellbent Holler. For some reason, I had this weird idea that maybe I need to drop one of my pins and send my location to the people back at home, to the location of the recorder, because that recorder might be a piece of evidence eventually if they can't find us.
Well, everything just took a dark turn here.
They'll
Okay.
at least be able to find the recorder because that's where the last pin will be.
Okay. Something's been making a little path back here. Something's moving back in here.
Joe.
You got a hair? Hold on.
Leaving by the offering tree. It's almost like an incantation, wasn't it?
I know you had a nice little rhyme going there.
We put a drop mic down near the offering tree, and this is just a sampling of some of the audio that we actually captured.
Holy.
I know.